How's everyone doing? So let's talk about the 5 must-do marketing campaigns for real estate agents or for investors. Now, a lot of these campaigns are going to overlap, so don't get too caught up on each individual one because they overlap. So it doesn't matter if you're a realtor, real estate broker, real estate investor, no matter what it is. These campaigns are going to apply for you. Now, real estate happens, as we all know, mostly offline, which is a little funky because a lot of this day and age, a lot of the marketing campaigns that people talk about are online, but a lot of these things have to still be offline because real estate as a business is offline. There's a lot of transactions happening that way. So, number one of the 5 must-dos is you still need a website. Absolutely have to do a website. Even if all of your marketing is offline and all your transactions are offline, you still need a website. At the very least, 2 reasons. Number one, for credibility purposes. If someone wants to do business with you, they buy or sell a house from you, they're going to go do some research on you behind the scenes, and you need a website for credibility. Number 2, you need some sort of opt-in way to collect data that you can follow up with people after the fact. It doesn't have to be a super sophisticated blog or anything, but you just need at least a basic website. Number 2, direct mail. That's probably one of the best ways to generate business. It's in somebody's face. They have to open it, they get it at their mailbox. You have to do it on a regular basis. But direct mail, let's say as a real estate agent, you're farming a geographical area. As a real estate investor, maybe you're targeting probates or absentee owners, whatever the case is, you do have to do direct mail because it's in people's face and it works. Do one clear call to action, typically call you. I promise that stuff works and it's still working. That's why you get direct mail from a lot of service providers in your mail all the time. Number 3, bandit signs. Some sort of signage out in a neighborhood. When somebody's driving and they're on a street corner in their neighborhood and they see their sign, "We buy houses," it's a great way to get people to pick up the phone and contact you. As a real estate agent, there's a reason why you have for sale signs. When people drive through neighborhoods, they see your for sale signs, they see your open houses signs. Bandit, it doesn't matter what type of sign it is, just the sign goes a long way, so make sure you're doing some sort of signage. Number 4, social media. Social media is where it's at right now. Everybody is scrolling through their feeds all day long. Now, depending on who your target audience is, you'll determine what type of social network you're going to be on, but there's a lot of buyers on Facebook. There's a lot of company and executives on LinkedIn. Those obviously are huge, but don't forget Instagram, Google+, Twitter, everything like that. So you do have to be on there. Now, the one thing as a real estate agent or real estate investor to figure out is, let's say you're on Facebook. Do I do it as a personal page? Do I do it as a business page? If you do it as a personal page, as a personal brand, hey, I'm Jason Balin, the realtor. I overlap business and personal together. That's great. I get a lot of exposure. I show up in a lot of people's feeds. I do lose the functionality of the marketing side, the advertising. I can't do a promoted post on a personal page. I have to be on a business page on that. But social media is where it's at, and you need to make sure you're on there targeting the right people, because just like a website, it's the credibility feature, and there's a lot of ways to target the right people to get in front of people. Now, number 5, which is the most important thing, and I promise you that over 50% of the people that are watching this are not currently doing this, is you need to be tapping into your email database and emailing people on a regular basis. When somebody goes to your website, when somebody calls you on a postcard, when somebody calls you off a bandit sign, when somebody finds you on social media, you need to figure out a way to collect their information and follow up with them over and over and over and over and over, and I can say over 1 million times, because you have to follow up with them on a regular basis. If not, they're not just going to be like, "Oh, hey, who's this guy, a realtor I met the other day? Let me go find his business card. Who's this investor that wanted to buy my house? I'm going to go try to find their business card. I'm going to Google them." Don't let them have that ability. You contact them automatically through an email drip campaign at least once a week. I would say once a week's great. You should be even doing it more than that, but just do it at least once a week. So before they even can think about, hey, I need to find this person's information to call them, you're in their face, in their email, all over the place, so you can so they can contact you directly. Okay? So these are the 5 must-do marketing campaigns. There's hundreds and hundreds of marketing campaigns you can do, but these are the 5 most important ones, so make sure you're doing all of these. If you need any help related to this, feel free to comment below on this video or whatever channel you're watching this on, and I'm happy to give you as much advice as I can. These are things that we do regularly in our business, and I encourage you to do them as well. Thanks.